Hey friends, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, a pink Guava Kolsch. Oh My Guava is a 5.3% pink Guava Kolsch from North Pier Brewing Company in Benton Harbor, Michigan. I need a double bell here. I mean, this is mind-blowing. This is the first time I'm reviewing a beer from North Pier Brewing Company and my first time reviewing a Kolsch on the channel. I'm a huge fan of Kolsches. They're one of the best summertime styles in my opinion because they're really light, really refreshing, and be a perfect end for a hot day. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Kolsch style, there's always been debate between beer heads if Kolsches are lagers or ales. Now, technically they're ales, but after fermentation, they're cold conditioned like a lager. They're still a hybrid style, just like a cream ale, but for my money, I think Kolsch's are the tastier of the two. Leave a comment below if you have more Kolsch wisdom to share, but we're going to move on to the label and then the glass. Fun fact, a true Kolsch can only be brewed within 30 miles of the city of Cologne, Germany, due to provisional German beer law. So let's take a look at the label here. This is North Pier Brewing Company. Again, it has it has three guava like cross sections. Two of them in the background, one in the front, and it has these waves, like these brush stroke waves in front of it. It's a really colorful label. It has North Pier's logo right here in the middle, and it says, Oh My Guava, pink Guava Kolsch at 12 fluid ounces, 5.3% alcohol by volume, and across the top in this white stripe, it says Benton Harbor, Michigan, and North Pier Brewing Company. And then here on the side, it has North Pier Brewing Company again. It says, Oh My Guava. Just like a vibrant summer day, Oh My Guava brings you a bright burst of energy. Each sip starts with a subtle tropical notes and finishes with the crisp, clean flavor you love in a Kolsch. And then their website, northpierbrewing.com. And that is all she wrote. I mean, not that there's not a lot going on here with the label, but it has the North Pier logo, the description of the beer, and the couple guavas cross sections here as well. There is no canned on date or package date on this can at all. I'm assuming it's fairly fresh. This is a summer style. I picked this up at 8 Degrees Plato in Detroit just actually a couple days ago, and I'm assuming that it's pretty fresh. I don't have the stained glass, which is like if you've seen a glass, it's like a cylinder. It's like a straight cylinder with very little taper, if any. That's the style of glass that you should use for this beer. I don't have that, so in lieu of that, I'm going to use a Teku glass. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and get a nose out of the can. And Kolsch's are usually really light in color, and I'm assuming this is going to be really light in color. It's not going to be like a guava shade, which I don't know if I could, off the top of my head, tell you what color that would be. Yeah, but I'm getting big notes of guava just out of the can here. That's really all I'm picking up, a lot of guava, and that's not a bad thing. So let's go ahead and pour this. Yeah, really light out of the glass, or I'm sorry, out of the can. Really light, almost transparent out of the can itself, and then in the glass, it's very bright yellow, a light color. The head is really starting to dissipate. I had maybe about a half finger to start with, and you can see from the overhead that is dissipating really quickly. The bubbles that are here still are a little bit smaller, but they're kind of spaced. They're not really clustered together too well. They're really kind of thin. As you can see from the top, though, you can see a lot of the golden color coming up, and some sediment did come out of this out of the can as I poured it. Let's put the can on that side. It's a little bit easier. And holding it up to the light, this is fairly hazy. It's actually, I can see my fingers, but not a whole lot of detail, just shadow. And I do see a lot of sediment floating here in the glass, especially around the bottom. I do see there is nice streaming carbonation. It's not really big bubbles streaming up a little bit. They're a little smaller on the smaller end, but I am going to put a nose on the glass here. But yeah, it's kind of bursting citrusy guava aroma. I'm not really sure. Again, off the top of my head, I'm not too well versed on the guava itself. I'm not sure if it's like a citrus fruit or what kind of fruit it is, but I'm picking up a lot of guava smell, a little bit of a citrus note, a little bit of a... Actually, it's pretty much all guava. I'm not really picking up on much other than that. I'm ready to dive right in, though. This should be very refreshing. Cheers. So the mouth feels really light, really crisp. The last few beers that I've had actually that are lighter in color have been really crisp. I'm thinking of like Noble Ghost. I'm thinking of the Bell's Song of Myself that I just had recently. I'm also thinking the Dry Honey Saison from Old Nation was really light like this. They have this really light, crisp flavor, so that's good. It's all, we're getting prepared for summer. But the mouthfeel on this is really crisp. It has a bit of a dry finish. You get this bit of there's a little bit of a note of like a honey Kolsch kind of flavor, but guava comes through right at the right on the onset of the taste, and then that fades a little bit to this kind of honey crispness, and then the aftertaste is where you get this really slight bitterness, and the aftertaste itself is very dry. The finish is dry. It leaves you wanting more. It leaves you wanting to drink more. And I think that's probably a problem not many of us have, drinking more beer. So you get that the aftertaste actually is this Kolschy kind of bite, which is they're a little bit on the drier end, but this is really dry. This seems really dry, and it has this kind of honeycomb, honey kind of finish on the tail end as well. This is really refreshing. I think that the mix of guava, I'm getting a little less guava now as I get a little bit deeper into the pour. But this style just lends itself to summer, and we're coming up on the warm months. There's all these styles that are coming out and I'm kind of going a little bit outside of my comfort zone. I love Kolsch's, like I said earlier. I haven't had any on the channel, which is totally surprising to me, but I'm jumping into these other styles that I might not be really into, like the Grüngeist Blonde from Axel Brewing is one that I can think of that I'm not really huge into blonde ales, but that one was just different enough. It pushes me outside my comfort zone. This is a really good guava beer. Again, really good for hot days. And we're coming into all these styles that are just really perfect for the summer months coming up. And I'm really excited to see that all these different styles are coming out that are just really suited to this weather. Again, this is the first time I'm having something from North Pier. They do put out a few things that are available in my area, and I'm really looking forward to trying more. But this Oh My Guava, Pink Guava Kolsch from North Pier is perfect for the warm weather. If you're looking for a warm weather beer and that you're not looking for something heavy like an IPA or maybe something heavy or dark like an amber, I think Oh My Guava from North Pier would definitely fit the bill. It'd be perfect for a nice warm summer day. All right, friends, that has been Oh My Guava from North Pier Brewing Company. If you head into North Pier's tap room, let them know that you saw their beer right here. Now, have you had this beer? Do you have a favorite Kolsch or maybe a favorite summertime style? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, if you like Michigan beer, you might want to subscribe and click that bell because I'm here talking about Michigan beer twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays for free for viewers just like you, and you might miss your newest favorite if you're not subscribed and getting those notifications. Also, don't forget to leave any questions you have via text or voicemail on the Draft Therapy hotline at 224-DRAFT-20. So until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by, and remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries, and most importantly, above all else, don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.